warden was waiting for me. He blocked my truck on an unimproved road, and he checked the fish I had. It was perfectly legal. I had 3 northerns, 2 bass, and a sunny. And he says, I'm going to follow you home. And I said, follow me home? He says, yeah, you've got too many sunfish. I says, too many fish? He says, yeah, I know you're guilty. If you cooperate, I'll go easier on you. I mean, this guy was wild.
Who was it?
His name was Osborne.
Dedicated to you.
Carpent does not want me to have that tape analyzed.
Well, of course he doesn't, because he's buddies. I mean, he's going to get his buddy, his basketball buddy from high school, in trouble. He's not going to do that. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying.
Well, the thing...
On December 16th of 2012, I was out ice fishing, and I was with a friend. He left earlier, and I'm a little slower. He got out of there, and anyway, the game warden was waiting for me. He blocked my truck on an unimproved road, and he checked the fish I had. It was perfectly legal. I had 3 northerns, 2 bass, and a sunny. And he says, I'm going to follow you home. And I said, follow me home? He says, yeah, you've got too many sunfish. I says, too many fish? He says, yeah, I know you're guilty. If you cooperate, I'll go easier on you. I mean, this guy was wild.
Who was it?
His name was Osborne. And
so is this around here?
this is up, I live in Carlos, and it happened up by Spitzer Lake.
And that's in Carlos? By Carlos?
No, it's up in Ottertail County.
Oh, okay.
And my story's on the internet.
Okay.
From the DNR's point of view.
They have your complaint up there, or what?
Pardon?
Your complaint is up online, or what?
Not my complaint, but the DNR, the charges that...
That's what I'm saying. The criminal complaint against you is online?
Yes, is online.
Okay.
And when I got to the house, it was about a 30-minute drive, when I got to the house, there was a second warden there. He had to have been notified within 5 minutes, because he testified that he was there at 4 o'clock, but he lied in court. We got there about 10 minutes to 5, so he was there about 50 minutes before we even we got there. But anyway, we got out of my truck, and I unloaded that bucket with those 2 fish in there and set them on the ground, and then they grabbed me by one on each side of me. Lawler was on my right side, and Osborne was on my left side, and they escorted me physically into the house. Didn't have a search warrant, didn't have permission, didn't ask for permission. No permission was given. When they got in the house, the landowner, the homeowner, Carol.
Okay, go ahead.
So anyway, as soon as the 2 wardens escorted me into the house, the landowner, the homeowner, Carol, she's my significant other, I rent from her. Anyway, she told them to get the hell out of the house, and they were supposed to get out. She told them twice, and it was just one terrible screaming, hollering match there. And the warden kept saying, excuse me now.
Go ahead.
Quit lying to me. Where are your fish? I know you're guilty. This went on for a long time. Excuse me for that.
It's alright, no problem.
She's used to me yelling, so it's no big deal.
It just went on for a long time.
Sure.
It was very dramatic.
Right. That's the whole idea, is to get you to panic and to get you to break you down physically and mentally. So.
Yeah. So they tried the darndest to get me to react somehow, so they could handcuff me and arrest me or whatever. And I'm on so much heart medication that my personality is being laid back and easygoing, and this medication just makes it even more so. So anyway, they went through the basement of the house, the main floor of the house, the upstairs of the house, went through the bathrooms, the closets, and we have 2 freezers.
So they think the fish is in your closet? I mean,
Yeah.
do people normally keep fish in a closet or the toilet? Strange to me, you know.
The reason the second warden was there is because Osborne said that when he goes through people's freezers, that he likes to have a backup. So the entire 2 hours, 2.5 hours they were there, I was restrained by the second warden.
Sure. Yeah, in handcuffs, or they
No.
just was keeping an eye on you?
Yeah, just really physically close, bodily contact. So,
So he made you stand there as he was going through the deep freeze?
yeah, and they wouldn't even let me go to the bathroom. I asked them 5 times. I mean, I was out on the ice for 4 hours, a long drive home, and they would not even let me go to the bathroom.
Well, you might flush all the fish down the toilet, I suppose. So.
Well, yeah. Anyway, they seized 19 juice cartons out of the freezer. One warden said they were full of fish, and Lawler said they didn't identify any fish, even in the one that they tore open. Like I said, they went out and they checked all around the yard. Every clump of snow out there they were kicking, and they went through the outbuildings everywhere. And they didn't find any fish. They were looking for fish that didn't exist. And
all out of you coming off the lake, and all of a sudden you have all sorts of fish.
right. They said that I had, 80, like a juice carton. You don't quite fill it. Put some water on top, and it's about 85 cubic inches. You multiply that times 19. I think it's 1,600 cubic inches was somewhat less than a cubic foot. And they said within that cubic foot I had 19 bass, 18 crappies, 12 northerns, some unidentified fish, and 268 sunfish.
Okay. In one carton?
No, in those 19 cartons.
Oh, 19 cartons, okay.
Now I made some drywall replicas of the fish, and actually only about 6 fish fit into a juice carton. It would take 44 juice cartons to put those 268 sunfish in, and another 30 or 40 cartons to put the others in. It would take somewhere around 75 juice cartons to put those fish in. But they're charging me with fish that did not exist in the house.
Sounds about right.
$3,500 fine, confiscating all my fishing equipment, and a year in jail.
They aren't going to seize your pickup?
They haven't done any of that yet.
Okay, but I'm sure that's the plan, is to do all that too.
You're right, yeah.
So the thing is, this was in January or something like that?
Of 2012. It's been about 15, 16 months now.
Okay, so do they have any dash cam video?
No.
No audio recordings?
Yeah, they did a tape recording with a little cassette there that I could see him fumbling underneath his collar. I didn't even know it until I asked that I was being recorded.
Okay.
And then they transferred that to a DVD.
So you have a copy of that?
I have a copy of that. And on the tape they did a heavy edit on the conversation. Anything like when Carol was telling him to get out of the house, they didn't include anything in there. And Osborne, the warden, even gave himself permission to go upstairs and check it. The TV was on in the house, just a few feet away, like 5, 6, 8 feet away. And they ignored the fact that the TV was on, the TV news was on, but on the part that they edited in their own voice, there's no TV in the background. I've got a forensic expert down in Texas who will do the tape if necessary.
Well, I think it's necessary. You better be doing it now. If you wait till after you're convicted, then you're screwed.
Well, I'm gonna make a deal with this as this thing rolls along here. So now for the 3rd time they want me to make a deal.
Sure.
On the 23rd of May there'll be settlement conference. I'm assuming it'll be a formal settlement conference. And I had Carpent as my attorney. We tried to have this case thrown out because...
Chris Carpent?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't like Chris Carpent to start with, so anyhow.
I appreciate you telling me that.
Yeah, no, well, as far as I'm concerned, he's a common criminal, so I'll tell you that right up front.
Yeah.
And if you tell him that you've come to talk to me, he'll tell you to avoid me like the plague, I'll guarantee you that.
Yeah, that's fine. I've got some of those same feelings, so
Okay.
my sister Cheryl will be talking to you too, and then she can't stand the guy.
Oh,
So he's smooth, but he's...
well, and you already know that the DNR is screwing you over.
Right,
All right?
so is the judge.
No, well, see, there you go. See, so why do you
He
think...
sucked up to the judge sucked up to the DNR like I can't believe it. He even lied more than Osborne.
Well, that's...
Here,
it's
you know,
a
I'm
tag
supposed
team.
to say the truth and nothing but the truth in the courtroom, but the judges is as crooked as anyone I've ever come across.
Exactly.
If I had showed you the papers, I was...
Well, that's... It'd been nice if if you would have brought a copy of the disc, whatever evidence you had. If I get a copy of it, that'd be great. Because, you know, the more I can sift through it, the more I can find problems. Because just because Chris looked through it doesn't mean he's found all the weaknesses.
Right, and
See,
he doesn't seem to be too...
Or wants to find them.
Right.
Well, and see, that's the thing. If I knew, just like as soon as you told me that you had some forensic guy, I said, contact him. That's what he should have done immediately.
Yeah.
See?
But he assumed I was guilty when I walked in the door.
Well, that's because he works with Batty. He works in the DNR. He just
And he
changed.
grew up with Osborne. They were classmates and teammates on the basketball game.
Oh, okay. Did he mention that to you?
Yeah, he told me that.
Oh, okay.
He said, well, if you want to get a different attorney, that'd be fine with me.
Dedicated to you.
Carpent does not want me to have that tape analyzed.
Well, of course he doesn't, because he's buddies. I mean, he's going to get his basketball buddy from high school in trouble. He's not going to do that. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying.
Well, the thing... So, did you, do you audio record these, encounters with people then? I know, like police have dash cam videos and stuff like that. So do you have a dash cam video or whatever to record the interchange with those people?
No, we just have audio recorders. We don't have dash cams in the book.
Okay, so then you got some sort of microphones on your uniform and you click it before you go out and talk to them?
Correct.
Oh, okay. So you got to do that when they're not looking, otherwise they're going to go, what's this guy fiddling with some sort of switch or whatever, then they aren't going to necessarily want to talk to you, right?
Yeah, usually.
Okay.
I don't really think it's, that big of a deal, but...
Okay. Well, they probably aren't thinking of it at the time. They're probably thinking, oh gosh, the DNR's here. They're probably thinking, yeah. So, I've listened to these kind of encounters before. And I've heard the officers say, well, this is officer so and so. It's whatever date, whatever time. I'm going to interview this person, or do you say something like that on the tape before you talk to him?
Usually, yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I should say always.
Oh, okay, always. That's part of your policy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't believe it's in policy, but written for sure. But that's what I do.
Okay, that's part of your training.
Yep.
Okay. So when you get done, I've heard that too. This ends the statement of whomever. Do you do that then too, or put an end time on it?
Yep.
Okay. And that's pretty standard.
Yep.
Okay, because I saw you used to be a North Dakota police officer.
Yep.
Okay, and then you worked for the Park Service, I do believe too.
Yep.
Okay, so that you did that when you were doing in those different places too, then.
Correct. Park Service I didn't because I was just maintenance.
Oh, okay.
So, that's the Park Service.
Okay, but I mean, when you're in your law enforcement roles, then that's what you were doing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, today is January 27th, 2015, 10:13 a.m. Calling Major Greg Sallow of the DNR.
Thank you for calling the Minnesota Department of Natural Resources. Please listen carefully to the menu selections. Press 1 to make reservations at Minnesota State Parks. Press 2 for the 2014 hunting season dates. Press 3 for office hours, our address and directions. For an information consultant, press 4 or stay on the line. Press 9 for trappers reporting accidentally taken information.
Hi, can I speak to Major Greg Sallow, please?
Just a moment.
Thank you.
Hi, you've reached Greg Salo's voicemail. Please leave a name and number, and I will call you back as soon as I can. Thank you.
Record your message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
Major Greg Salo, this is Terry Nemmers, 320-283-5713. I received an email from your Captain Alex Gutierrez on December 23rd, 2014. It says, Mr. Nemmers, I'm working on your data request regarding the audio file of the interview Conservation Officer Shane Osborne conducted. Due to personnel taking personal leave for the holidays, I will not be able to complete the request until the first of the year. There is some non-public information, dates of birth, and phone numbers on the audio file that need to be redacted and I cannot do. In the meantime, please provide me an address where you'd like the CD with the audio file mailed. The file is too large to send electronically. I will let you know when the audio file has been redacted and the CD is shipped so you can expect it in the mail. Thank you in advance, and I hope you have a great holiday. Captain Alex Gutierrez, Administrative Manager, Minnesota DNR Enforcement, 651-259-5040. And today is January 27th, 2015, and I have not received information on this supposed redaction of this audio file. I have a feeling the reason why I'm not receiving this is because I have a statement from a Ronald Johnson. He was the person who was the subject of a complaint by your Shane Osborne. It's case number 21CR1351, prosecuted out of Douglas County by Ronald Wayne Johnson. He was alleging that your Shane Osborne and Mitch Lawler broke into his home without probable cause. And so that's what I'm thinking is what's happening here, is that actually was the case. So that's why this information is magically too large to email. Obviously, we live in the age of technology. I have information on all sorts of law enforcement agencies, who e-file. So the thing is, easily this could be, put into a share file and emailed to me, no problem. But apparently this supposed redaction, which I was told by Ronald Johnson, the audio was butchered so he could tell that it was tampered with. So apparently this is what's happened. That's what happened also because this information is not being provided to me. So that's what I want to find out. Did Shane Osborne and Mitch Lawler actually break into Mr. Ronald Johnson's home without probable cause, do a legal search, and then prosecuted him for a crime?
You are approaching the maximum length for a recording. Finish your recording after the tone.
So that's what I'm trying to find out, Major Sallow. Did your conservation officers actually break into the home illegally? Was he prosecuted, despite the fact of this illegal search? Was he convicted, even though...
You have reached the maximum length for a recording. To send this message, press pound or hang up. To play it,
Okay, well, we will just call right back to Major Sallow again.
Thank you for calling the Minnesota Department of Natural...
DNR information.
Yes, can I have Major Greg Sallow's phone, or be contacted to Major Sallow, please?
Sure, would you like the number or transfer or both?
Transfer it. Well, do you have the direct line? I'd gladly
Yeah.
take that.
I can do both for you. It's 651
Okay, 651
259
259
5045.
5045, and I would appreciate if you could transfer me.
Sure, hold on a second.
Thank you.
You bet.
Good morning, Major Salow's office.
Yes, this is Terry Nemers. How you doing?
Fine.
Well, that's good. Is Major Sallow in today?
He is, as far as I can tell, let me double check my memory here, that he is out this week.
Okay.
Is there someone else that could help you, or?
Well, that's possible. I'm having a problem getting an audio file. There was a case down here by where I live in Douglas County. I don't live in Douglas County, I live in Pope County. But it happened in Douglas County. Ronald Wayne Johnson was a high-profile case. It was happened way back in 2012. Well, anyhow, I have a statement from this Ronald Johnson that these two conservation officers, Shane Osborne and Mitch Lawler, broke into his home without probable cause, and the audio that he had received had been tampered with because there's a TV playing in the background, and he said you could hear where the TV cuts out where the video or the audio had been tampered with. Well, after he was convicted, initially I talked to Lieutenant Mike Shelden back in September 3rd of 2014, and I told him that I wanted a copy of that audio as soon as the case was over. And after the case was over in, let's see, when was it over? December 12th, 2014, I contacted him and told him that I still wanted that information, that he needed to email it to me. And then instead of calling me back on the phone number that I left for him, he texted me and left a text on December 12th, 2014, saying that I needed to contact this Captain Alex Gutierrez for the information.
Gutierrez, yeah.
Yes. Well, anyhow, I did receive an email from Gutierrez on December 23rd, 2014. It said, Mr. Nemers, I'm working on your data practice request regarding the audio files of the interview Conservation Officer Shane Osborne conducted. Due to personnel taking leave for the holidays, I will not be able to complete the rest until after the first of the year. There is some non-public information, dates of births and phone numbers on the audio that needs to be redacted, and I cannot do. In the meantime, please provide me an address where you'd like the CD with the audio file mailed. The file is too large to send electronically. I will let you know when the audio file has been redacted and the CD shipped so you can expect it in the mail. Thank you in advance, and I hope you have a great holiday. Captain Alex Gutierrez. And now today is January 27th, 2015, and I have not heard a word back from Captain Gutierrez, so, I mean, obviously it doesn't take forever to redact something like that anyhow. And I don't believe there's anything on there that should have been redacted anyway. The point is, I have a statement from Ronald Johnson which states that the police report that I have does not match reality. So the thing is, he was confronted. He didn't volunteer to have the conservation officer go search his home. The conservation officer forced himself on Mr. Johnson and entered his home without his permission. So that's why I'm thinking that this information is not being sent to me, is because Ronald Johnson's account is true and Shane Osborne's is false.
Okay. So you want to talk to? Do you want to talk to Captain Gutierrez, or how do you want to do this? Because Captain Salo will not be here this week. He's out this week.
You mean Major Salo?
I mean. And I'm just trying to figure out, did you want to talk to someone else, or are you just looking for this information?
Well, for one thing, I know we live in the age of technology where I had the Rockville City Attorney just file share some data to me just the other day. And I've had, a school board member file share me some information just a couple weeks ago. So, to say that something is too large, that they have to put it on a CD and mail it to me is just to waste my time. And again, it's January 27th when I was originally contacted on December 23rd saying, well, we'll get at redacting this. So I'm sure this is all just delaying tactics. So yes, I certainly would be willing to speak to someone in authority there about getting this information sent to me.
Okay, and you are Mr. Nemmers?
Yes.
And you're the attorney for?
No, I'm not an attorney. I'm just a regular person submitting a data request. I have a blog and a YouTube channel. People contact me when they have problems, like with some sort of corruption. So I help them with their case and that type of thing. But I'm not in any way, shape, or form an attorney.
Okay. My name's Terry, and I work for the Colonel and the Lieutenant Colonel, and I've never seen anything on this, but not everything like this crosses my desk. But I believe Captain Gutierrez is here, so let me do some searching and give you a call back just so we're all on the same page. And so, can you, Mr. Johnson, if you can give me your phone number?
Well, actually, my name is Nemmers. Your
name is Nemmers? Okay.
Terry Nemmers, yes. Terry, Nemmers, N as in Nancy, E, M as in Mary, M as in Mary, E-R-S. And,
okay.
And my phone number is 320-283-5713. Okay, let me do some searching. I should be able to call you right back. You said your name was Terry?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Because you came in on my line for some reason.
Well, I was asked.
I picked up Mr. Gutierrez's sign when I pressed the button. So.
Okay. Well, I asked to be transferred to Major Salo, so how I got to you, I don't know. So.
Because if he's not there, that'll ring to my desk.
Okay, that's how it worked then.
He is out. But let me do some searching and give you a call back in a couple minutes here, because nothing like this has come across my desk, and usually I would be doing the copying when the file is done. So I will check back with you.
Thank you.
Be about 10 minutes. Okay.
Thank you, Terry.
All right. Bye.
Yeah, bye.
Tuesday, 4:23 p.m. This message is for Mr. Nemmers. This is Captain Alex Gutierrez with the Minnesota DNR Enforcement Division. I left you a voicemail several weeks ago requesting an address so I can have the audio CD that you requested mailed to you. It's too large to send electronically, meaning via email, so I have to actually physically mail you the CD. If you can please call me back or email me back with an address, I will gladly provide you with the request that you have made. Thank you very much. End of messages.
Okay, it's January 28th, 2015, 9:57 a.m. Calling Administrative Manager Captain Alex Gutierrez of the DNR.
Department of Natural Resources. DNR Information Center.
Can I have the phone number for, or can I be transferred to Captain Alex Gutierrez, please?
What was it regarding?
It's some information that he has for me. Told me to contact him.
Who was it? I didn't get the name. Your phone cut out.
Captain Alex Gutierrez.
Oh, Gutierrez. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's his number, and then I'll connect you.
Thank you.
It's 651
Okay.
259
Okay.
5040.
Thank you.
And I'll connect you. Thank you.
Thank you.
You've reached Captain Alex Gutierrez. I'm currently unavailable. Please leave a message, and I will get back to you. Thank you.
Record your message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
Captain Gutierrez, this is Terry Nemmers, 320-283-5713. On 12/23/14, I received an email that says, Mr. Nemmers, I'm working on your data practice request regarding the audio files of the interview Conservation Officer Shane Osborne conducted. Due to personnel taking personal leave for the holidays, I will not be able to complete the request until after the 1st of the year. There is some non-public information, dates of birth, and phone numbers on the audio file that needs to be redacted, and I cannot do. In the meantime, please provide me an address where you would like the CD with the audio file mailed. The file is too large to send electronically. I will let you know when the audio file has been redacted and the CD is shipped so you can expect it in the mail. Thank you in advance, and I hope you have a great holiday, Captain Gutierrez. Okay? Now that was December 23rd, 2014, and today is January 28th, 2015. This is the email that I received from you yesterday, January 27th, 2015. Mr. Nemmers, I left a voicemail a few weeks ago stating that I needed an address to mail you the copy of the audio you requested. Second request, please provide me an address. I will have the necessary redactions conducted on the audio, and the CD will be mailed to via UPS. The file is too large to send electronically. Thank you, Captain Alex Gutierrez. Well, first of all, when did you send this? When did you make this voicemail that you left at my place? See, because I don't have any record of that, so I need to know when you sent that. And this file is too large. I need to know exactly what the size of the file is and what format the file is in. And I need to know how you received that file. Did Shane Osborne, Conservation Officer Shane Osborne, mail you that audio file in a, burn it to a CD and mail it to you? That's what I need to know too, because apparently you don't know how to file share electronic data. I have had it file shared to me numerous times by public officials. So that's what I need to find out. Terry Nemmers, 320-283-5713. Oh, by the way, how come you haven't even started redacting this audio file yet? It's January 20th, 2015. I almost forgot to ask you that. Terry Nemmers, 320-283-5713. Bye. Hello.
Hi, Terry.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, this is Alex Gutierrez again with the DNR.
Yeah.
Hey, I was going to send you an email. I just figured I'd call you. It's sometimes easier to just talk instead of these email things. I was able to obtain a DSS version of the file, and I was actually able to get it emailed to me, so I should be able to in turn email it back to you. I just have to work on now getting getting the two portions that I need to get redacted.
Okay.
My only problem is right now is that I've called our media person here at the DNR, and I have not gotten a call back, and I'm working out of the office tomorrow through Monday, so I'm hoping that hopefully by Tuesday or Wednesday of next week I can have this out to you.
So what is
basically via email, and since it's going to be via email, there's no charge, but it will be as a DSS file.
I have no problem with that.
Okay.
I
just wanted to explain that. I just figured it was easier to do that than or call you than just to send you an email and try to explain that over email. So I apologize for my delay on this. I thought maybe that I was supposed to send you an email and I might have forgotten or whatever. So I really am sorry for not notifying you earlier. As I started thinking back on the number that I had for you, it did say, the voicemail box has not been set up, and maybe I thought I sent you an email, but I've looked in my records and I cannot find anything prior to, I think December 23rd was the last email communication that you and I had. So, which I think that's when I sent the color photographs that you had requested.
No, that was prior.
Okay. Either way, I apologize on my delay, but as I said, I just received this as a DSS file, so I should be able to email you this just the same way that I received it.
Okay, well, the part of this communication that I'm having trouble with, I don't understand what this PIO that you've been communicating with, what's that has to do with my file?
With the what? I'm sorry?
The public information officer, you said you were waiting to get a...
No, it's the media. It's not media meaning like PIO. It's media. It's the guy it's somebody in computers that can redact two pieces of the audio tape.
Okay, that's...
Because it talks about some criminal justice information in there that is not public.
Okay, well, that was my confusion. I didn't know what you're talking about media.
No,
so.
it's not PIO as far as anything like that. I don't
the computer
have the software capabilities or the know-how and the knowledge of, actually not cutting out the tape, but
dubbing or
doing
whatever.
something digitally to black out that part.
Yeah.
I guess is the term that I'm trying to use. It's
I
there's just I have the times that I need to go in and it's like 6 seconds on one end and 3 seconds on another part.
Yeah.
That just talk about birth dates and stuff like that. So.
Okay, so this file is, you said it's an hour long?
I thought it was like 65 minutes or 75 minutes or something like that.
Okay, just so I have a basic idea of what it is, just so it doesn't show up and it's 5 minutes long, so.
No. You're going to get the whole thing. The only thing is,
okay.
I don't know if I have to possibly break it up into 3 pieces. If I have to stop it where I need to redact, and then, that'll be like basically I'm cutting it, or if I can just go in and black out the 4 seconds that I need to delete on 2 different time cycles.
I'm sure just be able to bleep it out, so.
That's what I imagine, but I don't know. This is all new to me.
Sure.
As far as redacting this kind of stuff.
Right.
It's easy to do on a transcribed file, I guess, or 10-minute interview or something like that. But this is an hour-long taped thing, so it's a lot to transcribe.
So was this transcribed for court then?
No. This was not transcribed. Is what I'm explaining. We don't have a transcription of this.
Okay, well that's what I was asking, if there was a transcription for it. Since
there's not.
You brought up the word transcription, I figured I'd jump on the words. So.
No. I'm saying it's easier when I have.
I understand that. I understand
10-minute transcription of something that I can just go in and black out the information on a paper.
Right.
I don't have that in that format.
Right, but if I don't ask, then sometimes I don't get presented with that option either. So that's why.
No, I understand, and I'm glad you asked about the DSS thing. It honestly didn't occur to me. So.
Okay, well then you said by Tuesday of next week.
Yeah, I'm hoping by by Tuesday or Wednesday would probably be the latest. So
Okay, well,
as soon as I hear something from our media guy, I can probably just email him the seconds that I need redacted. But I think somebody from law enforcement has to sit in with him. I got to talk to our data practices person on how that works, because they don't have criminal justice clearance.
it's whatever they need to do. I really don't care, actually.
Yep, I understand.
The point is, I will tell you that if I don't have it by Wednesday, I will be calling you back.
Okay.
Okay?
That's understandable.
Okay. Alrighty, well, I appreciate your call back.
All right, sir.
Yep, you take her easy.
Thank you.
Yep, bye now.